So here's a new perspective on growth and personal development, self-improvement, spirituality, and everything else to come as well. Nothing is genuinely gonna change, especially in alignment, until you really take a look at the vices that you have. The things in your life that have a grip and a hold on you, everybody. I've went through so many cycles, so many different techniques. I've committed to different forms of routines for myself as well. All have served a very good purpose in my life. And I'm so blessed that I meditate, I journal as often as I can. I enjoy reading. I enjoy acquiring new knowledge and information. I pray to God every day. I have talks with myself all day long, and to God and to my higher self. I use visualization techniques as well, and all has very much served the purpose. But I can tell you something, that for some reason I kept coming back to this same constant cycle, this perpetual cycle of doing those things and still feeling lost or not feeling fulfilled in my life. And I'm here to make this video because I finally came to terms with what it was after doing my own research, after listening to some people that have talked about things that made a lot of sense. I believe that now it's my time to talk about it because I'm applying it and I'm seeing the change. I'm seeing it full blown. It's an opening, it's a window, it's an opportunity for me to dive very deep, and I'm crystal clear about it. So this is about clearing up your vices, everybody. Clearing up your vices, anything and everything that has a grip and a hold on you. Guys, this can be fucking the littlest things that are sabotaging and slowing your growth. I give you my word. Now, up until this point, we all are reaping the harvest from the seeds planted in our life. So what does your harvest look like? Now, I've gotten a lot of things in the materialistic world. I've manifested, I've attracted, I believe myself to be a good, genuine person in life as well. And I'm determined and I strive to keep growing and keep excelling in this life. But I can tell you that every time you hit a wall and every time you come around back to a certain version of yourself or certain patterns, or you keep doing certain things and can't figure out why you can't break free, or you're not getting to the next place, or that you see everything crystal clear but you're still not showing up in that place, it has everything to do with your distractions and your vices in life. Until you meet those things that have a grip on you, everything is going to be slowed up. You will not be in alignment the way you need to be. If you're doing all this good work, and on that same token, on the other side of that token, heads and tails, heads is you doing all the self-improvement stuff, all the showing up for yourself, all the healing, all the putting yourself and prioritizing yourself first, all the journaling, all the I am affirmations, all the action, all the waking up and getting right to it and saying your prayers. It will all take you to a certain place. But guess what? That same token has another side to it, which is the side that you are not facing and dealing with. And you think that you can keep going on in your life with those vices. But until you meet it, you may be in that perpetual cycle. I want to give everybody an example. I quit drinking a long time ago, and I'm blessed that I did. But I still held on to many vices. One of the vices here that everybody suffers from, and I see it everywhere you go, it's in the gym, it's at work, it's in the car. It could be when you're around your people, your friends, your family. Everybody's on the phone, guys. The moment you break out of the trap on the phone and realize that the phone, the cell phone, think about it, cell phone, it's an imprisonment, everybody. When you learn how to control your usage and don't need the phone as often, and you practice that, you are going to grow. You're going to change your life. Some people cannot go a second without looking at their phone. This is a problem. When you relieve yourself of the drinking, the smoking weed, the cigarettes, your life will change. When you let go of the porn and the lust and the sex, your life is going to change. See, we're addicted to the wrong things, and our dopamine levels, we keep chasing this high, and that high is with us all day long. So I'd rather you fill those things up with actual things that are going to be productive for your life. Okay? Things that are really going to make you grow, that you can swap out. You have to let go of the vices. These things are sabotaging, and they are really, really, really slowing down your process in life. And so many people, and this is the truth, will not be able to, at that given moment, to let go of these vices because it takes time and practice. It's uncomfortable to let go of all these things that is a part of your life. You cannot expect to excel as an individual and a person, and on the low, you're doing certain things and you're very much distracted, and these things are poison to your life, but you don't recognize it because you're living in that system. The moment you recognize it is great. The moment you put awareness on it is even better. But the moment that you actually do the work to say, yo, I got to change this, watch what happens, and you're going to be tested. Guys, I've been off Instagram for a week and a half, and I realized that I was posting too much, and I was a little too involved in Instagram. I wasn't really watching stuff, but I was posting a lot of stories, and I would watch, clips that have to do with things that I want to learn about, like real estate and fitness, which is great, but it's not when you spend too much time on the phone. And you realize that all you're doing is feeding your mind with just the next version of the video, the next thing. So that's a problem. So since I've been off for this amount of time, my life has already changed. Genuinely, I don't even want to get on anymore because I realized that shit had a grip on me. All right. Now here on YouTube, I'm not on it as much, but that was another thing. I was scrolling on YouTube for too long. Again, listening to videos and watching videos that were inspiring and things that I was so-called learning from. But I realized that I'm not even being as creative as I need to be, and I'm not really digesting the things that I need to learn because I keep watching things continuously, which is what most people do. You just keep watching stuff. This is a vice. There's reasons for this, guys. When you take all of this away, how are you spending your time? Most people cannot even spend time with themselves, cannot even sit without the phone, without the television. That's another thing. What would life be like if you had zero vices? You'd be productive. You'd be producing a lot more. You'd be leveling up and growing. You'd 100% be closer to God and your spiritual essence, 1000%. You'd probably be speaking another language. You'd probably be playing many instruments. I mean, the list goes on. It's because we are so preoccupied with the wrong things at this point, especially in this modern world. There's people that are addicted to people. Guys, this is very deep. My bad, I'm sweating profusely because I just had an amazing workout and I seen it at the gym. I look up and I see like 20 people on their phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, this is real. We all have our own vices. And I'm telling y'all right now that you can keep doing certain things in your life and they may work. Yes, they may also just feel good, but is real work getting done in your life when you have all these vices in your days? Vices are there to fill a void. Vices are there that you found ways to cope in your life through situations and to fill voids. So these are your vices. Some of us may have one or two. Some of us have a lot. Okay. And I'm genuinely making this video because I see it full blown now. I see my own programming. And it's not easy, but I see why I am where I am. And I acknowledge that and take full accountability. And it's amazing when you get to that point because you can change it. You can start to fill these so-called, again, voids with things that are healthy, or maybe just recognize that the void is just emptiness and just be with the emptiness for a little bit of time. Or you stop watching television and shows and get off the phone, or you stop going out as much and you stop eating junk food. And, again, the list keeps going on, and replace it with something better in your life because those things are not better for you. You think they are. And, for me, spending this much time alone in my life, I realized that when you really don't have many people around you, like intimately, you are faced with your own self, and that could be hard or it could be amazing, and usually it's both, because you get to meet the demons within you, you get to meet those versions of yourself, but then you also get to see the light and the love. You feel me? So the vices are always going to be attached to the lower vibrational field that you operate in, and it's going to feel good. But genuinely, the highest version of yourself knows better, knows that you've got work to do. So guys, don't think because you're doing one side of the token that you're going to excel in life when that other side is the side that's hidden. It goes again for people that watch mad porn throughout the week, throughout the days. You're out here functioning in the world, but you're a porn addict. You literally, on the other side of the coin, you feel shame and guilt all day within yourself, and that shit has manifested. So you're going to reap that harvest with that shame and that guilt because you have a vice that is unhealthy. When you're out here eating like shit all day, drinking soda, juices, fast food, you have to understand, guys, that if you truthfully want to be a productive citizen in this world, in the 3D, in the human state, and spiritually you want to elevate genuinely, you got to watch that your mind's not playing tricks, that you think that you're into spirituality and you think that you're doing the right work when all you're doing is covering up the real root of your problems. Which, again, I cannot speak for everybody. I'm genuinely speaking for myself, but I know that this relates to a lot of people, is that a lot of your problems will be cleared out, and you can face the real parts of yourself once you face your vices, once you let go of the distractions, once you acknowledge and face and bring to the forefront those vices, man, those things that are holding you back, the poisons in your life. Once you face those things and work on that change, yo, everything changes in your life. Everything. And yo, you operate like a different human. Again, people start looking at you because you have this clarity. You have basically nothing holding you back in your life anymore. You're not a slave to these things at all. You're not a slave. And now you can genuinely create from a better place of purity, because you cleanse yourself, everybody. I hope that y'all made it through this last ending of this video. You cleanse and you're purifying yourself. Guys, I've been in shape. I've been training the gym. I've been going hard in my life, and I'm going through my own struggles. Yes, those struggles have a lot to do with me facing the things that I am talking about in this video. And I can already see the future. I can see the change and the growth that's going to come about this. But until then, it's just day by day, my friends. Day by day. That's the battle. That's the true war here, okay? You have to pick up your sword, and you have to fight this battle of recognizing your vices and the true distractions in your life that are robbing you, that are stealing from your joy, from your growth, from your prosperity, from your abundance. Guys, again, I consider myself to be a very spiritual man. I know a lot about all these things, all these concepts, all these ideologies. I practice them. I've gotten results. I'm a high vibing guy most of the time. Yo, I got my days that I'm dark as fuck, but I'm usually a high vibing guy. I love that about myself, and people love that about me, guys. And I hope that they feel the same about you. But genuinely speaking, none of that shit matters. Even if you got God in your life and you talk about God all the time, if you are out here and you got God on the head side and on the tail side, you're playing the devil's game. What are you doing all day? You are flipping that coin. You are in a constant loop, a constant cycle of peaks and lows, my friends. Peaks and lows. Guys, I'm so gassed up. I had a phenomenal workout. I'm feeling great. And I wanted to pour on here to speak from my experience about this in the most direct way. Don't get so consumed with all these concepts and all these ways to create a better life and how to be this and how to be that. And guys, just be and work on your life. Don't cover up things. Stop bypassing. Stop thinking that you can do certain things and speak things into your life when you are not facing the other side of the coin. It's not gonna go away. It won't just go away, guys. If you want to have a lot of money in your life, if you want to move to a beautiful place and start a new life, you can do it. I assure you of that, and I believe in you. But guess what? Those things are gonna follow you. So when you get to those places, you're still going to have to face those vices and distractions. That side of the coin, it will not go away until you clean up. And even then, you can add on good things into your life, guys, but at the root, they still exist. They still exist. That's the real battle. Please don't let anybody tell you any different. If you got one vice, like honestly, for real, I'm a coffee drinker and I'm doing good now from where I came from, but I'm really trying my best now to alleviate myself of caffeine. So I'm not on here preaching to the choir that I got no vices, but I cleaned up a lot of things in my life, and I got just a little bit more, and I'm pushing through everything because this is my time. God's telling me, like, this is your time. Like, I'll give you the strength and the courage to move, but you have to do this. So when you get that temptation, when you want this, when you want to give into that, when you want to sign on Instagram, you cannot give into it. That's the real battle. And it's crazy because people don't see that out here in the world. People just see you and they hear you and they see what you dress like and how you talk and how you present yourself and whatever you're involved in. But they don't know and see the true battle. Guys, listen. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. Stop worrying about everybody else's improvement or where everybody else is at. I got a great analogy here and then I'm getting off, and I hope that y'all take value from this. If you are on the side of the street where everybody's at and you know that there's a sidewalk, a street, and another sidewalk, you want to get to the other side. I know you do because I do too. So you want to get to the other sidewalk, which is across the street. But on your side, you've got people that don't believe that they can get across the street. They may even say, don't go there. That's dangerous. Why would you go there? All this stuff. They may say all these things from all their lack and limitations and projections. Same thing goes with this whole cleaning up your life and cleansing and purifying and releasing yourself of vices so you can actually grow and be the best fucking version of yourself. Because people genuinely, they can't see that within themselves. So when you're trying to cross that street, you better believe that you may be doing that on your own, and you better be ready to face that fight and that battle. And one of it is, again, stepping into your own path and genuinely worrying about the things that you have to, and the life that you want to live, and the life that you need to work on right now. This is so important. So when you're trying to cross that street, you're gonna have to let some people go. When it comes to your vices and your distractions, you may have to let some people go because they're not ready to change the way you are. Okay? So you don't want to stay on this side no more, on this sidewalk. I understand. Well, then prepare yourself to cross the street. And when you do, understand that it's not going to be roses and it's not going to be peachy. And it may be lonely, or maybe it won't. Maybe you got a great support system. And if you do, I love that for you. But don't hang out on that side where everybody's trying to hang and everybody's afraid to move on and they want to stay on this side because those people don't grow. And when you get to that side, they'll be watching you. And hopefully, when you get to that side, you would have inspired them, guys. This is the type of harvest that you want to reap from your seeds. One love.